Relax, rejuvenate, and reconnect at Sistone Salon and Spa Perm, home of the ultimate monthly makeovers.
Two great shops side by side, the Back Porch and Sugar and Spice Shop for home decor, the kitchen, boutique items, and kids in downtown Perham.
Welcome to the Perham Show. I am here at Hansons Plumbing and Heating in Perham, and my guest is Robin Hanson, and we're going to talk about things that people should do to stay warm as fall and winter approaches.
That's a good idea, with snow coming tomorrow possibly, right?
Yeah, right. Okay. In Minnesota always, right?
Yep.
That's always
a possibility. We always have to be on alert.
Well, you know, I have noticed that there are things going on in my house. Once in a while I'll have a little odor of gas when I walk around outside my house, and that causes me some concern. What am I...
Well, that could be a lot of things. You know, it could be a gas leak, certainly, which you want to make sure that you're taking care of or having fixed. And it can also be burnt gas from your furnace or water heater. A lot of the furnaces vent out the sidewall today. They don't go up through the roof where the vapors are carried away, and you can sometimes walk around the corner and smell that burnt gas.
Okay. Oh, and how often do you recommend that people either change their filters or have their furnace inspected? Well,
we recommend annual service. The manufacturers of the heating equipment recommends annual service. Filter changes, that's kind of a changes with every home. Some homes need it monthly, some homes need it annually. We try to use a 4-inch media filter, which is at least 6 months before you have to change, and generally once a year is enough.
Okay, well, if a person wanted to, you know, have that inspected, can you help with like carbon monoxide too? It's kind of frightening, scary thing right now.
Well, every home should have a carbon monoxide sensor detector in the home. It's actually required with new heating systems. If a new furnace is put in today, it's required to have that installed. We offer a service where we can actually put a sensor in your home and monitor carbon monoxide, VOCs, volatile organic compounds, radon, those kind of things. We measure the house over a 3-day period and then give you a report to help you diagnose what you should be doing in your house.
See, now you're telling me things that I didn't even know I should be scared about or concerned about.
Not trying to scare you. I mean, we've lived with it for years, but the fact is that this is a real heavy radon area, so it's something to be concerned about. Mm-hmm. VOCs are usually off-gassing from new appliances, or not appliances, but new furniture, which everybody gets, new carpet, those kind of things. Dilution is the solution, you know, that we kind of use in the industry. We ventilate the house. We're building our houses so tight that we need to mechanically ventilate them.
If you said something about things going up, and you measure, you know, air quality going up through, I'm thinking about what's going out my exhaust vents, but maybe it's not all.Maybe some of that is getting up into the attic, or...
Well, it's possible. You know, we talked about leaks around windows, and a lot of people feel it's just a bad window, but in many times it's the humidity in the house that's making moisture on your windows. The wind coming around your windows is usually clean air, so you may not need a new window. You may need to seal that. What I'd be more concerned about is if you have a lot of dust in your house, it's coming from an attic around a recessed ceiling light. The cellulose insulation or fiberglass insulation being sucked into the house through the returns of the furnace. We've seen cross connections between duct systems and attics. So there's all kinds of things that can cause dust.
Wow, and boy, I tell you what, that is, you know, a huge problem for people.
Well, I think a lot of people complain about dust, and they ask me to come out and clean their ducts, which we will do, but generally it's not a dirty duct system. It's the dust that's coming from someplace else.
See, that's my husband is convinced that we need to have our ducts cleaned, and maybe
you do, but more than likely the dirt that's in the ductwork is clean to the sides, and not your big issue. The big issue may be something totally remote from that.
How can somebody get in touch with you, Robin, here at Hansons Plumbing and Heating? I hear you're in Perham, you're in Burgess, Frazee, you guys see the trucks, you're all over the place.
We have a lot of local numbers, but we have an 800 number, 800-553-9276. Perham, it's 218-346-2422. Burgess, it's 342-2422. Frazee, it's 334-2422.
Well, very good. I'm so happy to have you with us on the Perham Show, and hopefully before snow flies too crazy, people could give you a call.
Give us a call.
And have you come out and take care of all their issues that
We
they
are.
might not even know we have.
We are busy doing that right now.
Very good. Thanks much. And
Thank
stick
you.
with us. We're going to be right back.
Advanced Massage of Perham. Contact Carrie Schenk at 298-1400 or visit them online. Advanced Massage of Perham. Feel better today.
Nadine's is blowing the lid off fashion and service. Nadine's has cutting-edge fashion from Tribal, Woolrich, Liz Claiborne, and more. Plus, Nadine's is your headquarters for Brighton jewelry and accessories. Nadine's in Perham. Why look just okay when you can look great?
With 2 locations in Vergas and Perham, make the right call. Call Hansons, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
High-definition television is the future, and ACS Video is your ticket to great HD content. In addition to these cable networks, ACS is now offering NBC, Fox, ABC, CBS, and PBS, all in the impressive clarity that only high definition can deliver. Watch your favorite network programming and sporting events the way they were intended. Call 1-866-YES for ACS, or visit your local retail center today to join the HD revolution.
Let Ghost Runner buy, sell, and bid for you on eBay. From cars, antiques, electronics, to collector items, Ghost Runner handles all aspects of the transaction. We will help you get top dollar for your items.
Ghost Runner Errand Service. Why waste your time on the small things?
When you're making a purchase requiring financing, consider Heart of the Lakes Credit Union in Perham and New York Mills. They offer low rates and speedy processing on your auto loans. Check with Heart of the Lakes Credit Union before your next purchase.
Welcome back to the Perham Show. I am here in the other side of the In Their Own Words Museum with Lina Ballard, the director, and who knew that this was here unless you've come to eat waffles and all of that here.
Yes, you know, we do have that big waffle feed once a year that the base is put on, and the Lions have used the space too, but it's not readily apparent when you walk in that there's a lot more to the space here.
Well,
and this is the section. We're all set up now for a Veterans Day event, but we have round tables. You can make it look more elegant. We can have baptisms and Christmas parties and all kinds of things in there. So it's a nice space.
That is so interesting to me that this is open to the public for, and is there a rental type
There's a rental
agreement?
fee, and it usually depends on how many people are there. But I'd say, you know, if you wanted to do a Christmas party, probably 100 quarter, something like that would cover it. And, you know, if it's not a really, really big party. And the nice thing about this space is that it is has separate entrance from the museum proper. And so, you know, you can come in and use this and not, you know, we don't have to keep the museum open during those hours. So it kind of works really nicely.
Well, it's a lovely space for, you know,
little
for
meeting room behind
showers,
here.
you know, baptism, little receptions.
We don't have a working kitchen, but we do have a place where you can clean up things. So it's great for potlucks or that kind of thing, or have it catered in. You know, and there's some wonderful caterers in the area.
So this is available, and people can just call the museum to
346-7678.
Okay, to line that up or see if you have a date available. What a great idea! Who knew?
Who knew?
It's
a secret. We don't want to keep that secret anymore.
Absolutely, get that word out there. And so, what else have you got going on?
On this end of the building, there's a even less finished part of it, where the old bar used to be. People who remember the VFW. I do
remember that.
And we've been doing, you know, kind of a intermittent, occasional rummage sale in there, but one of the board members has put together a plan for a thrift store called the White Elephant, and that's why you see this elephant in the background. I don't know if he's going to get a picture of that, but that'll be sort of our mascot. And we'll start out here, but we may, you know, if we we end up using that space for museum space or other facilities, we may move it over to Jerome's Antiques. And so what we're going to have is, you know, I think a nice addition to the thrift stores in the area, and they're very good fundraisers for nonprofits.
Well, absolutely, and so people, you know, perhaps that this will, maybe not today, but in due time, be a vehicle for people to donate items.
Absolutely. In fact, even right now, if you had some things to donate, and again, you know, good used pieces of household goods and those kinds of things, vintage clothing. Otherwise, we're not going to really get into clothing.
Sure.
And nothing too big, so because we don't want to have to get a forklift to move it.
Well, now if somebody's got that baby grand that they don't know what to do with, you're not going to say no, though. I bet.
Call me personally. I'll deal with that one personally.
All right.
But we'll leave the door on the Main Street entrance open, that entry area, so you can leave your donations in there.
Oh.
And then we'll also have a receipt book so that if people want to do it as a donation for not tax
deduction.
Sure. That'll be something to think about before the end of the year,
Absolutely.
You can make some donations that way.
Well, and another kind of income producing is membership, and you've got
an
annual meeting
annual
coming
membership
up.
meeting is coming up at the end of the month. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, November 27th. It will be at 7 p.m. Because we have had a lot of budget cuts this year and some real challenges financially. We're not going to have, a big dinner or anything like that, but we'll have a business meeting and social hour and a chance to learn a little bit more about the museum and what the museum is doing. If you'd like to be part of that, please come or join as a member and find out more about it.
Sure.
Or even if you're interested in serving on the board, let us know that too.
So the annual meeting at November 27th.
That's correct.
Is that going to be here?
That
in
will
this
be here.
Meeting room area.
Actually, we'll probably use the main gallery. That's a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so people can actually become a member and support
both
the
museums.
work both museums.
The Friends of the History Museum, the Friends of the Museum covers the History Museum and the ITOW Veterans Museum.
Perfect.
So
Lina Villar, thanks so
thanks
much
for
for
being
being
here.
with us on the Perm Show.
Yeah.
I love to come here. Check it out. It's great to come to the museums.